Welcome back to another She Talks Life interview. I'm your host, Jae Teague, and today's interview, y'all, I am so excited. You do not want to miss it. The product is owned by a Navajo and Black beauty professional, y'all. She is absolutely phenomenal. You do not want to miss all of the behind the scenes, all of the in front of the scenes. We have products, we have the whole nine. So buckle up, it's getting ready to be a ride. And this beauty brand, Ah-Shi Beauty, y'all, is taking over. Don't miss out. Ahsaki. Thank you so much for coming and doing this interview with me. I am absolutely thrilled and honored that you decided to come today to do this. So thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much. So listen, I know we have a set of questions to get into, but I just have to say you look fabulous. So can you please tell us what you are wearing today from head to toe?
Oh
Because
my
it's,
goodness. Oh my
yes.
goodness. Okay, y'all. So this right here, thank you again. My mom and my little sister designed this and styled me to the T, to the gods.
Yes, ma'am.
And a lot of it is just from, my sister had the vision. And my last outfit I wore for the fashion show last week, it was just tons of pins and no one's seen it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
She's like, we got to take it up.
Take it up a notch.
Exactly. She's like, let's do this.
Yes.
And then I said, she's like, stand right there. And then we'll put the dress on. And then she's like, I said, this is like regular, it's basic, just a regular squash blossom. She goes,
Yeah.
no, hold this. I said, I can't wear 3 of them. She goes, follow me. My mom came in the room and they started pinning it up. And the next day it was all put together. My mom readjusted the dress for me so it can fit me. And then we just put the jewels on and I'm here, baby.
Yes. Okay. Can we get some snaps? I love
Thank
it.
you.
I love it. Well, not only are you iconic visually, okay, stunning visually, but you have an amazing beauty brand. So I first want to hear about you. Tell us a little bit about you, your background, your history, and how you got started with Ah-Shi Beauty.
Well, first things first, respectfully, I would have to introduce myself with my clients.
Yes.
So I will speak in my native tongue and then I will
Absolutely.
translate. I am,
Beautiful.
Yate, hello.
Yes.
She'eya, seki bat LaFrance-Chachere and Shia. Tkabahan the shlon, nakila basha jeans, and chicken dasha cheto, nakila dasha nella, bish tore, and nasha akats asan shlon. I am from the Water Edge people, born for the African American people. My maternal grandfather's clan is the Cliff Dwelling people. My paternal grandfather's clan is the African American people. I'm from Bishopito, Arizona, located on the Great Navajo Nation.
Yes.
And my 4 clans, my ancestors on both sides define me as a proud, unapologetic, net Black woman.
Yes. I don't know if I'm allowed to clap, but I'm clapping because that was just
native
everything.
Black girl magic.
Yes. From the moment I met you, Ahsaki, we talked about this. We met, first of all, at a fashion show about 6 or so months ago. From the moment I turned around, I looked at you and I said, that is my sister. I don't know where she's from. I don't know what she does, but I just fell in love with you. And to hear that you are not only Navajo, but African American, the combination of that, and then putting that into a beauty brand. I mean, iconic. And I probably will use that word 20 times. I don't care. I do not care because to me that is iconic. Who does that? Okay. You do. You do. So tell me a little bit about how you got started with Ah-Shi Beauty.
Well, Ah-Shi Beauty really started when I was young. I was a little girl. My mom is a fashionista.
That's where you get it from.
Oh yes, she's the queen. And we would go to the department store, and she'll buy her products. And we were very fortunate for these little res kids to get their hands on like Chanel, Dior, Larry Mercier, the girls.
Yeah.
And I knew what good product was, luxury.
Yes.
And when my mom was buying her products, especially her cosmetic complexion size, she was never getting the right shade. She was getting like 2 shades, and she became her own color chemist.
Right.
And I was a child that was always like, why? I was a why child. Like all the time, like why this? And my mom was like, what you gonna do about it? And I'm like 8, 9, like mama, like you're right. I literally just like looked out the window like I'm gonna start my own beauty brand. And little
At
did
8.
little did I knew that I was going to really do it.
Right.
But I think she knew, but it just crept up. And fast forward, went to University of Arizona, studied physiology and biochem. So that's where the science background came in, because I was supposed to be a doctor.
Right.
Did I think I was going to be a beauty brand founder? No.
Wow.
And then went to school some more. I went into business and into accounting and international financing. Little did I knew that I was preparing myself to be running this next time's iconic beauty brand.
Wow.
So then why? The big why is because there was no representation of us.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I'm Native and I'm Black, but I never seen my Native side in there. I would probably see little similarity of other models that are mixed, but never seen someone that was from the reservation. No one that I could relate to on a cultural level.
Right.
But I could see me on my Black side, but I could never see my Native side. But just imagine that huge community that's like us.
Exactly. And I think it's so important too, because representation is just, it's important. It's important when you're growing up. It's important even as a grown woman. It's just important. So to have you in that space, again, I'm going to use the word iconic, because you are bridging the gap in an industry that needs it so much. So go ahead, girl.
Thank you.
So in terms of your products themselves, I actually wrote it down, girl, because I was like, So you could have actually created products that looked good, that felt good on the skin, that was the color combinations that you talked about. But you actually took the time to develop products that were cruelty-free, hypoallergenic, paraben-free, and girl, I should have asked you the name before this,
let me see, read it. Let me see, what did I say?
Sorry.
Condogenic, which means it's pretty much so those who have like allergies, those who are just like with all these extra complications that, they need that extra sensitivity.
Yes.
You know, that's where it comes in. And like it's just taking the next step before clean beauty became a thing.
Right.
Before the whole green beauty became a thing, we've been already practicing it.
Yes.
We don't really do like this whole mass production. You're like, girl, you're in like these retail stores. Like, so there's some things that goes behind the scenes, but behind that is because like I want a product not only that it feels good, it looks good, and all that good things, the cliches, but also a product that the production is real.
Right.
We're creating products as they're coming in. My customers are getting products that are fresh, not sitting in a warehouse for 30 days until it gets sold. Like, we're making products, so we're not wasting product. We are making it, on a timely basis. And the longevity of a product for our customer to use it is a longer shelf period time than what you will get in a regular store. I can't speak for everybody, but that's what we do.
Right, exactly. And that is just, to me, even more kudos to you and your brand, because that's not even something the average consumer would think about, right?
Correct.
The lifespan, because girl, when I was younger, if I bought something, I was using the whole thing, right? But you don't understand when you start breaking out here and breaking out there, and you're like, you know what? I probably should have thrown this away, 6 months ago. So kudos to you and your brand and your team for actually putting out a product to think about the things that we don't as the consumer, right? Just always thinking about things that that you should think about, That's fantastic. So let's talk about right now how your products are in Macy's.com, okay? First of all, that is a gigantic accomplishment. So just fabulous job for doing that. That is not something that you take lightly, right? Like that is like, okay, that's a staple, right? Exactly. So tell me a little bit about the process. So we talked about how you got started, how you, realized that's something that you wanted to do, but there has to be a process from Ah-Shi Beauty starting to being in Macy's.com.
Ooh, I'm gonna say it was a long time coming.
Yes.
But it was, what I loved about Macy's, it was that we've always been in contract since like 2018.
Wow, okay.
So it's been like a relationship building process. And I feel like that's most important because when like the brand is, that's my baby. Yes, who's going to be the babysitter?
Exactly,
this brand, whoever I'm going to work with has to respect the vision, has to respect my take on how I see the beauty industry, and to understand, like, you had the first baby. There ain't no other brand like this.
Exactly.
With the culture, with the passion, with the heart, with the voice, you know.
The story.
That part. You had the first in American prestige beauty brand in the country.
Yes.
You partner with. You know, I don't take that lightly, baby.
Absolutely.
You know, so they respect that. And, you know, I'm so proud that, you know, out of all the retailers, we picked them. I mean, it's kind of like two iconic brands coming together, and it's just meant to be.
Yeah.
But, you know, we took our time. Because, you know, that's every indie brand's dream, to be with a major retailer.
Yeah.
And we had chances to be in many retailers before. But it was just like, okay, we had the pandemic.
Right.
You know, and I want to make sure that I had my own first. Yes. I want to make sure that I created space on my reservation first. I want to make sure that I was near the border towns on my reservation first. That my people can never say that I was never there.
Right.
You know, but, you know, fast forward with the pandemic and everything, and the supply chain and all the craziness that happens in life.
Life. That part.
It's just like, it's everything. You let everything fall on its own time, and don't rush it. And I didn't rush getting into retail. I just let the cards play for itself. Yeah. And I just prepared for it, because that growth alone is hard. That growth alone, to take that next step, it's not easy. It's painful. It's uncertain. There's all these things. Like, I wish I had all that money just to go. Right. But I don't. But I'm a hustler.
Does, girl?
I'm a hustler.
Right.
We're gonna get it done.
You're gonna get it done.
So no, it was a process, and I'm just so happy that Ah-Shi Beauty, you know, can say Macy's is its other home.
Yes, that's incredible. So one thing that you said is that you chose Macy's.com. I think that's so pivotal to talk about, because a lot of times when you're a smaller brand, you feel like you have to jump for the first, you know, company, or the first big break, right? People talk about that all the time, like my first big break. But you say that you chose Macy's.com. And I think that's, again, so important, because we, as a business owner, right, we're building these businesses, and like you said, they are our babies, and we want to protect its identity, protect the importance of it, because if you were to go with like we won't name names, but you know, another brand, to have your baby maybe stripped of the identity piece or the story piece, then you're left with just being another product on the shelf. Correct. So you chose Macy's.com, which in fact, you chose to protect your brand. And I think that is so vital for not just people looking to purchase your product, but women that are entrepreneurs, that are looking to maybe move in that same arena. Choose, pick, be strategic. Don't just jump after that first opportunity, because it may not be the right one.
Exactly. Not all deals are good deals. Not all money good money.
Exactly. And to say that with a smile, girl, I love it. So I know we've talked about Ah-Shi Beauty, but I'd like to transition a little bit, because Ahsaki, you are the true definition of a woman that wears multiple hats. You have other businesses, and I believe it's so important to talk about that, because, you know, it's difficult to have one successful business, but you have multiple. It's important to talk about that, because there's so many people that have these dreams and these goals in life, but they don't take the proper steps. And a lot of times it's because they don't see people like you who are actually doing it. So I kind of want to transition. How many businesses do you have? Let's just start with that.
What would my dad say? A few?
Right. And I love your dad, by the way. Like, he just made this whole thing, just brought it right to life.
Right. My dad says a few. I have a few businesses, and I'm gonna just start off with that. Shout out, Dad. But not only we have the beauty brand. My husband and I actually started a boot company. It was a Western line company called Four Arrows. Wow. And before the whole Hurricane Harvey in Houston hit, which we lost over half of our inventory. Oh my God. A nice pretty penny of our cowboy boots. Wow. And our apparel. So we just put a pause on that, and fast forward, we now relaunched it, and we are starting off with our equine equipment like saddles. So my sister's actually riding in one, my husband rides in one, top of the line, because I'm always big on like, okay, if we're buying it from them, why can't we create our own?
Exactly.
Keep the money within the community.
Absolutely.
Right. So that's where the saddle came back, and that's the new staple of that. Yes. But the boots are coming. Our cowboy boots were known as the Western Air Jordans.
Really?
Oh yes. Oh
this is my first time hearing about
this. We were the Western Jordans. That if you weren't hot, you weren't no 4-year boots.
Wow.
But a lot of people don't know that we were the first to really push that narrative forward. Wow. Because again, representation.
Right.
You know, a lot of people don't see us in the Black community of the Western world, but they forget where the term cowboy came from. Well, we ain't gonna go there. It's another conversation.
Right.
But then again, like on the flip side, me being Native American, there's a huge community of Native Americans that live this lifestyle, that rodeo professionally, that made it to the big time national finals, and that's who we are. Right. All across this country.
That's who we are.
So we get to like really embrace that, you know, a little sauce.
Just a little bit. Yes.
But we have that. We have a logistic company, which my husband, he does a lot in Houston, and a part of that also helps transport my products. Yes. So like we just keep it all together. Yeah. With that, he's tapping into real estate. We have a clothing line. And we have also fragrance, and LaBelle and I, my little sister, my partner in crime, she has her own little section in the clothing line of LaSash as well. So that's another relaunch. Yeah. So a lot of everything is all inside. And we have a coffee company.
What?
Yes, girl.
Listen.
We have a coffee company.
Oh my gosh.
Us. Every other coffee company. Like we here.
We're here.
We here. But that's the one thing anything that I do create, we create, is something that we're passionate about. Right. Because how am I supposed to sell a product if I'm not passionate about it?
Exactly.
If I don't even like this. So I'm like, I'm a coffee drinker. So I'm like, I know some good coffee. I need coffee to run all these businesses.
Right.
But I think it's about, nope. My last baby. We have I manage artists. So I have a management company and a publishing company in the music world. Oh my gosh. So, hello, Nashville.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I'm a busy bee.
I mean, that's probably very well understated. Like, you are just top notch with everything that you do. And that's why I love you, because I feel like in all of the businesses that you talk about, you can feel the heart and the passion behind it. So I don't even have to know, is it successful? I know it's successful because you're running it. And so that's just incredible and such an inspiration for so many women. So so when women ask, can I do it? Can I run multiple businesses and be successful? What do you say to that?
Yes, you can. Do not underestimate yourself, your ability to turn any dreams or goals into reality. Yes. You got it. It's going to take some time. It's going to be hard. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but you can get it done. Yeah. If there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely. Was there any moment throughout your journey that you maybe wanted to stop, maybe give up because it was just so difficult? I imagine having half of your inventory in Texas swept away, for lack of a better terms, that's devastating.
It is.
You know?
Most definitely. Like in life and in general, you know, we breathe life into all our businesses. Yeah. They're living because they're touching and making an impact in our community. Yeah. So knowing that you're going to go through it all. There's like so many highs and lows, mountain peaks, deep valleys, to the ditches, to the dead ends.
Ditches, yes.
But it's just, you just got to keep going.
Yeah.
What really held me back in a lot of the businesses, not only the flooding, but like my health. We caught ovarian cancer at such an early stage. So another reason why your girl's not a mama yet. That's the ultimate goal. I would trade the CEO hat to be called a mom, to have that title. Yeah. But until that day comes, you know,
Absolutely.
I know. But, you know, it took a while to fight that. You know, now, thank God we caught it, early. But the complications that came with it, the medication, my energy. Like, everything. I had to be on 10. You know, maybe I'm on 1,000 to get things done. And don't sleep. But that was a moment in my life where, you know, you pray for strength.
Yeah.
And then you get it. You get the ultimate test. And that's the only time that you know your own strength. Because you have to be strong.
Exactly.
And you have to face the impossible. But, you know, I got it done. When my mom, she fought breast cancer. So that was another thing. Like, I had her to help me through it.
Right.
And, you know, we beat it. You know, they cancer-free. Hey.
Yes.
But, you know, just waiting for these babies to pop out. And I'm like,
yes.
My mom's like, come on now. I'm like, Mom, she's like,
trying.
Another business? I need grandkids. I said, you got my puppy Dodge, you know, it's a toy poodle.
Right.
You know, we got them.
We
like,
got that.
No? Oh, okay. You want a human?
You want a human. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to have to wait, Mom.
It's coming, though.
It's coming.
Listen, it's coming.
It's coming. We're going to find a way. But, yeah, it's coming. But I was telling my mom, I said, Mom, I think your future grandchild is so bougie. There's not enough M's in this bank account. And the baby's like, I need Disney World passes, fast pass. You know what? Shut down Disney World. Mom, you're not there yet. You're not there yet. So I'm like, I think that's what
Not ready for the spoilage, okay?
Right.
You're not ready for it.
They want
Start
some Blue
saving
Ivy.
now.
They want some Blue Ivy stuff. You know? I'm like,
start saving now.
I'm telling you. I told her that too.
Yes, girl. So I didn't know that part of your story, which I'm so honored that you shared it, because that is that is such a deeply personal story. So thank you so much for sharing that. I don't want to keep sounding like I'm repeating myself, but that whole thing that you just said, it strikes me to the core, because there's so many women out there that, like you, have had so many obstacles, and they feel like they can't keep going because they're like, I had cancer, or my kid had cancer, and it doesn't even have to be cancer. It could be just a death in the family, you know, something horrible, tragic. To go through that and to, like you say, pray for energy, get energy, or pray for strength, get strength, and then to keep going. So it sounds like you didn't have one bump in the road. You had 20, 50 bumps in the road, and here you are sitting here, iconic, moving forward, pushing forward. So again, kudos to you, your team, your family. I'm actually going to transition to that in a minute, because during this time of getting ready for this interview, I learned about your dad, and just the support and the love that you have is just no wonder, you know, you're sitting in this chair, because you have so much great support. Before we get to that though, you talked about a moment that maybe you could have given up. Can you talk about a highlight, like something that was like top of the mountain, like this is it? Can you talk about that?
Oh my goodness. So when I first launched Ah-Shi Beauty, you know, it was rocky. I'm not gonna say because,
absolutely,
you know, being Native and Black, you know, there's still a lot of work that has to go with it. You know, there's still a lot of healing. There's still a lot of time of understanding. You know, we're in a country that forgot a lot of history.
Yeah.
So
forgot. You're so nice.
And I'm here just to remind.
Right. Can you say that again? Who's going to say that again?
I'm here to remind them.
Here to remind them about what they forgot about.
Okay.
Yes,
right.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But the aha moment was that, you know, I love Nipsey Hussle. And, you know, before his passing, you know, he inspired. And he has a quote that says, you know, the highest act of humankind is to inspire. And that really stuck to me, because little that I knew, even though I am like hustling, I'm bustling, I'm in the trenches, I'm fighting all these other battles that the world don't know.
Right.
Behind closed
that
doors.
Untold stories.
And, you know, there's someone always watching.
Yeah.
And I'm actually inspiring. And to see a lot of people like, hey, I did this because of you. Because I seen you do it. And at my grand opening in 2020 on my reservation, my first store, there's this little girl, there's a little girl, she greeted me, and she just learned how to walk, they said, that week.
Oh my goodness.
And she was sure walking around at the grand opening. And it was just that moment. Like, whoever captured that shot, thank you, because that right there was like, she will never ever have to not feel unseen in this industry no more. There's a brand that she can see herself, hear herself, feel herself through this brand.
Yes.
Authentically, respectfully, correctly.
Yes.
And, you know, that was that moment that I couldn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
It was just that moment, that little 5 seconds of just greeting this little girl. Like, hey, it's for her. Because everything I'm doing, it's not for me.
Right.
People may think it's for me. It's not for me. It's my success is my people's success.
Yeah.
Because I know that all the businesses will one day create so much resources for my people on and off the reservation. Yes. And this is for my ancestors and the elders that never had a voice, never had that moment to be seen in the industry, that ignored us, that stole from us. And,
oh my goodness.
Okay, I can go deep, but
right.
baby, we're gonna
How
keep it
deep
light.
you want to go?
How deep we want to go? But you
yes.
know, it's truly for them.
Yeah. That is. Listen. Interview's over. that in itself, you know, we don't do it for us. And so that's why getting up when it's hard and finding that strength and finding that resilience, we don't do it for us. We do it for the little girl. We do it for, like you said, our ancestors, people that didn't know what they were fighting so hard for. They knew what they were fighting so hard for, but, you know, generations, and now this is what they were fighting for.
Yeah, and I cannot not stop.
Girl.
I gotta be great.
Yes.
I have no choice to be great. So, okay, like they sacrificed, they prayed. And for a moment that, you know, this moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, your girl's in Macy's. Oh, yeah.
The girl is in Macy's, okay? Mic drop, okay? I think this is a perfect transition to talk about your mom, your dad, your sisters, because I haven't known you for very long, but in the short span of time, your family is so just pivotal in your role as a entrepreneur. And so, and your husband, of course, right? So tell me a little bit about how growing up with your family, the supportive family, has helped you to be where you are right now.
Oh, my goodness. Without my family, I don't know where I'll be, to be honest, because just the business world itself, I mean, people are self-made, but I can never say I'm self-made.
Yeah.
Because,
that's good.
You know, my family was a part of it from the beginning, from the ideas of me drawing, you know, my blanket pattern on a napkin, to my jewelry, to everything, even just creating this product, the product itself.
Right.
You know, and having to test it on my whole family. Like, hey, is this shade match? Okay, we're gonna go back to the drawing board.
Right.
But it was just, you know, without them, I probably don't know. It probably took more time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, you know, with the success, there's tons of haters. And I always go back to my family to reassure me, to remind me, because, you know, I could be big and strong and be fearless, but, you know, I'm human.
Absolutely.
I do break down, but I can only do that with my family. And their prayers and their thoughts and their positivity is what get me through.
Yeah.
And, you know, like my little sisters, you know, they keep me young.
Absolutely.
They keep me hip.
Yes.
You know, keep me updated with the TikTok trend, you
the
know, like
latest TikTok.
Do this transition. I'm like, I don't know, dude. Here's my phone. How
do
you screen share? I don't care.
Do it.
So it's so cool to have them. My parents alone, you know, oh my God, they're the ones who truly molded my sisters and I to be the women that we are today. To be, yes, these strong Native Black women, but also be able to keep the community in mind.
Right.
They built leaders, and my mom and my grandparents, really, my grandparents, they play a big role in this because they kept the tradition alive. And I'm from a very traditional family on my mom's side, on my native side, and then on my dad's side too. The culture is the key.
Right.
That's who makes me what I am. You know,
absolutely.
I'm Native and I'm Black, and I'm very proud of it. I'm unapologetic about it. Yes. But it's my family. And my husband, oh Lord, that creator sent him to me because, baby, I'm a handful. So this man had to be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everything.
Yeah.
Strength to deal with all of this.
Right.
And, you know, like, to have a partner in life that can truly understand and support a very strong minded, stubborn, you know, don't take no for nothing, spoiled brat. Like, you have to take on all of that. And, you know, that's something I'm truly blessed to have, you know.
Absolutely.
To have someone a life partner that can do that, love me unconditionally,
Right.
you know, and remind me too, like, hey, you got this,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's us against the world,
Yes.
but we got family, and my in-laws are great, you know,
Mm.
I've got an awesome mother-in-law.
That's awesome.
So it's so cool to
Yeah.
have, like, the family is the root of it all. And, you know, my husband, he allows me to, not allows me, yeah, pretty much let
I know
me,
what you mean. Yeah,
you know, let
absolutely.
me do what I need to do. And then, like, you know, I'm just a cute little housewife in a way in a business suit. And he's
Right.
like, just do great. I take care, bet.
Right.
You take
do
care of me,
you.
bet. I got you. Believe me, it's going to pay off.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. You know, when you talk about your supportive family, there's so many people, so many young girls growing up that don't have that supportive family. That's why, to me, voices like you, voices like mine, is so important, because we get to be the cheerleaders in the back seat, right?
Correct.
Like, I remember growing up, and like you, I didn't see people that looked like me in mainstream media doing what I wanted to do. Now, for me, I've always wanted to be a talk show host, right? So I had Oprah. But other than Oprah, as a young girl, I didn't see much of that. So you are creating this space where young girls who may not have that support system from family or from friends, they're able to look. And even if it's not via an interview, or, you know, if it's just them picking up your product, you're inspiring, you know? And so I think that your family, absolutely, but in case they ain't got a family, inspiring. So that's incredible, absolutely incredible. So how important is it to you that our culture is shown in the beauty industry? Like, I know we talked about this a little bit, but I just wanted to, because to me it's just, it's so important. Like, how important is that in your brand?
Oh my God, that's the meat and potatoes in it, you know, because, you know, besides amazing products, you know,
Yeah.
having a brand that truly pushes the culture forward is
Right.
so important,
Absolutely.
because, you know, you can't have beauty without it,
Yes.
you know, in culture, you know, from all indigenous people around the world. You know, I know here in the States we say indigenous, just native people, but when I say indigenous people, I'm saying all people.
All of them.
You know, from
yes.
all around the world, all
Absolutely.
continents. We all have the same mentality.
Yeah.
We all are on the same page.
Yeah.
We're all very similar.
Mm.
So having a brand, a beauty brand, in fact, that could truly unite the world through the power of beauty. And when
Yeah.
those understand what I'm saying,
Right.
it's understood.
Right.
I don't have to. It's like reading between the lines.
Right.
You know, and that's those of us that are in tune to Mother Nature, is in tune to the culture itself, because again, we are so much alike and different.
Yes.
And it's just unfortunately that it's just our colonizers that made it to where make us seem that we're separated,
Yeah.
to divide and conquer and all what they're trying to do, but
Right.
the tables are turning.
Mm.
The power of technology is here.
Yeah.
The power of us controlling the narrative and telling our
Yes.
stories
Yeah.
is what's going to help turn the tables to set up the next generations to come.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's incredible. And actually, you actually just said something that I did not think about. It is global. You know, the vision of your brand is global, but the vision of just seeing us, you know, in the beauty industry, it's a global thing. It's not just a United States thing. So yeah, it's powerful. It's life. And you are the first, but I do pray that more to come, right?
Exactly.
So you're setting the table, and you're setting the standards, and you're setting them very high, right? And I love it. Can we transition to the products that you
yes.
offer, right?
Yes.
I know we have some products here. We'll get to look at them in a little bit, but can you tell me the products that you sell, your favorite products, and what you guys offer?
Oh my God. We have an entire skincare line, an entire
Yes.
cosmetic line, because we actually launched the skincare first, because you can't do no without the skin, right?
Girl,
I'm
I'm going to sit back on that, because absolutely.
And
The
my
skin is
line of
everything.
line.
Absolutely. The canvas. Okay?
You have
Get that
to.
canvas right.
And the whole part of it is, like, I wanted a product, especially skincare. Life is already complicated. Our skincare
Right.
shouldn't. So we are 98% botanical base, and the product just do exactly what it needs to do. I didn't name them all kind of craziness. I said, this is protect, moisturizer, done. Wash, cleanse, tone. Like,
there you go.
There you go. You
Love
know, they
it.
be like, doing all this extra. I'm like, no, we ain't gotta do all that.
No, just keep it simple.
Keep it. Yep.
Like you said, life
exfoliate.
is right. Life is complicated. We don't need nothing to complicate it more.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then with having an entire the cosmetic line, you know, I knew that people are like, you're crazy to drop an entire collection as an indie brand. I only had one shot to show the industry what I'm made of.
And I didn't all on the table.
Exactly. I just didn't want to know just for lipsticks.
Right.
I just don't want to be known for just for a moisturizer.
Right.
I want to be that brand.
Right.
I want to be her.
That brand. Absolutely.
So that's why it took a little longer, but it was worth the wait. A lot of people didn't understand what I was doing, but it's okay. Now they do.
Right.
Now they do.
They don't have to, but they get the point now.
Now they see like, oh, that's why she did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
I think that's important in this microwave generation where everything has to be quick, right? You got your microwave popcorn and, you know, everything quick. But no, anything that is worth fighting for takes a long time.
It does.
It takes a long time, and there's nothing wrong with taking breaks. There's nothing wrong with, you know, getting knocked down as long as you get back up. This is what I'm hearing from you. All the gems,
Oh,
all
yes.
the gems. So
yes, we dropping them.
we dropping them.
But what we're really known for is our foundation. We're known for that complexion.
Tell me about them foundations, girl.
Oh my goodness. So like me, I'm a no makeup look. That's my go-to because honestly, to be honest, I don't know how to do the cut crease. I don't know how to do all that. I skipped that phase in like high school. Like I'm serious. Like I don't know how to do that. So I just stay in my lane. But I know that since staying in my lane, there's a huge community that's in my lane.
Girl.
So I'm like,
that part.
Okay, let the makeup artists do what they do,
right.
and we do what we do.
Exactly.
And we good. We good. It's okay. But yeah, we got our first big break was when Harper Bazaar featured our HD foundation, our high def foundation, and then our dual powder and our lipstick. They named 3, but they named us a beauty game changer. In 2020, the September issue. You already know how important that September issue is.
Absolutely, that transition
Girl,
issue. Absolutely.
I was just like, but at first people were like, oh, that's great. And I'm just like, this is September issue. This is Harper Bazaar.
Right.
They named your girl a beauty game changer. What? With Rihanna on the cover? Like,
girl. Now, did you freak out?
I ain't gonna lie, I did.
Right.
Girl,
like,
I had to. I
you have to. Absolutely.
I freaked out behind closed doors, and then I kept it cool. But then I was like, oh my God, shit, yeah, look at me. You know, my face was like this small, but I was like, it was great. But the fun part about it, the main picture that was in there, the model, it was actually another Native and Black girl. Not a Black girl.
Representation.
From my own tribe.
Oh my gosh.
The lady that was a part of it, the beauty editor, they also own Fat Mascara as a podcast. You know, Jen and Jessica, and Jessica was over Harper Bazaar at the time, and now she's on to bigger, better things. Yeah. But it was her. Jennifer actually is the one that read about my article about me opening up the first Native American beauty storefront in the country. Wow. And then they gave me a shout out. It was just like my drop. And then they featured me in there. It was just like the network. And I was able to meet them both in New York in the midst of the pandemic.
Wow.
And just solidify that. You know, they're like, okay, look, she's real. I was like, she's real.
She's real.
And then after that, it went to like definitely like in style, then it went to Cosmo, and I gotta shout out my homegirl, Miss Julie. Oh, you know, God. She featured the girl twice. So it's just so cool, like, to build that connection with the beauty editors, because they write to the masses. They are truly the OG influencers.
Absolutely.
If they say your stuff is good, it's good.
Absolutely, because they're trying out all the products. That's the thing. They're not just trying one, they're trying all of them, and they said that. You got it, girl.
So yeah, but that's what we're really known for. For my favorite products, to be honest, is my BB cream. My BB cream. I wear shade medium.
I love it. I
gotta throw a plug. I wear shade medium.
Absolutely.
I'm a brows girl, so I use a Skinny Brow pencil, shade medium brown.
There you go.
My lipstick is Liquid Velvet lipstick, and this is in Betty Boo. So
that's your lipstick.
That's my lipstick,
girl.
Girl.
Literally, you put that lipstick on, and I think I even told you, I was like, oh, Like the lips, girl, the lips.
Yes, and we were
Stunning,
doing the
stunning.
liquid balance before Rihanna did her new MVP.
Yeah. And you're like,
we've been doing this.
We've been doing
this,
Yeah.
but I love my Riri. I love her. We're gonna be friends one day. She don't know it yet.
Right, she don't know it, but we will be.
We're gonna be friends.
Right.
But no. And then like some falsies and some highlighter, blush, and I'm out the door. I don't know how to do all that extra stuff. I just try to keep it simple.
Well, when you don't need it, sis, you don't need it.
Okay. Okay.
There's that part about it. That part about it.
I don't need to reshape nothing.
Right,
but no, that's what we're known for. Our foundation, not only does it pinpoint the native tone, but it's like, I like to say Ah-Shi Beauty is for all 5 finger beings of all skin shades. I didn't say gender. I didn't say race. I said all skin shades of 5 finger beings.
Yes.
So in my native tongue, I would say So I was like, you know.
Right.
So that's a brand. That's who the brand represents. And
that's amazing.
Yeah.
What's next for Ah-Shi Beauty?
Oh man. Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom,
Yes.
Saks,
Yes.
Marcus,
Yeah.
All them girls, And why I say that, why those retailers is because, they're the ones that, that's where luxury is defined at.
Absolutely.
We need to be there. We deserve to be there. I just can't wait. And our people we're pushing a narrative of what native luxe looks like.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
seen everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's inspired other brands.
Mm-hmm.
That took the Southwest design or our turquoise and everything else they take. But anyway, we're there.
But anyway,
we're there,
yes.
And we just get to push that narrative forward. And I can't wait for a little girl to walk into a Nordstrom or Bloomingdale's and then see shit in the nation. Any native nation can relate to it.
Yeah.
Because your girl's that girl.
Exactly.
Your girl's that res girl.
Right.
But your girl's a little res and little hood, don't get it twisted.
Like you say, that part. I love it. So what is next? We talked a lot about who you are as a person and all of the different businesses and the different things. What's next for you?
Oh my goodness. My dad would say, don't stop, can't stop.
Yes.
But honestly, it would be just truly just making sure that maybe we're in leadership. I'm really thinking, because a lot of people are like, are you going to run for council? Are you going to run for president? Probably not. But
you might change your mind. I don't know.
But I really want to just, work with our new administration, for my tribe, and really help strengthen our economy.
Yes.
I'm not perfect, I'm still learning this whole business thing, I'm still making mistakes, and we're still fighting battles and obstacles.
Absolutely.
Like, it's an ongoing stuff. It's an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
So, but operating on Navajo, on my reservation, and operating a business it's totally 2 different things, and I just can't wait to help streamline operating on Navajo.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to see more Navajo businesses, Native empires rise.
Yes. Yeah.
And how do I help do that? Create, awesome, strong businesses off the res and stuff, but also be able to give back, help mentor, help, just continue to inspire. Because if I'm able to inspire someone, I'm hoping this next person gets to inspire another person, and that ripple effect continues to grow. I'm already working with the new administration, but I do volunteer a lot at my dad's school, then at Navajo Tech University.
Nice.
And even if it's just supporting their basketball games or the college rodeos or something, it's just being able to be around the students.
Yeah.
2 years ago they had a business team competition in Vegas, and they won, and I helped them with their coffee business, and to be able to win an award there.
Right.
Your girl was Native Businesswoman of the Year.
Right.
Out of all 500
Say that.
tribes,
Say that again. Say it again.
I just won,
a little louder.
Back in 2020, Native
Wow.
American Businesswoman of the Year.
Wow.
I
think is that on your website?
Oh yes, girl.
I was like, I saw it somewhere.
Oh yes. Oh
That's incredible.
Out of 500 tribes.
Can you talk? I know we almost wrapping this up, but can you just talk briefly about that, because that's incredible.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my God. So midst of the pandemic, the National Center of Native American Economics, they awarded me the Native American Business Owner of the Year award.
Wow.
And that's the first for like a Native beauty brand. Right. And it means a lot to me because it still gives me chills. I'm still processing it because this is not just for me again. It's for all the little Native Black girls, all that community that just have to always continue to prove themselves that they are Native. Yes, I'm Native.
Right.
And then we don't have to we don't have to prove that we're Black because baby, it shows.
It's there.
But it's like it was just like we did that.
Right.
We did that. And then to bring home that award back to my tribe, that was awesome. And it's just it's pretty cool. It's a moment that I'm forever going to cherish, and I'm just so excited about that. That I was able to accomplish that, before 30. Not bad.
Girl, that's incredible. You took one for the team.
Oh yes.
You took one for the team. So every win that you win, you're winning for the team.
Exactly.
And when you lose, you're not really losing, you're still taking one for the team.
Oh, yes.
It's interesting when we talk about leaders, even, the top leaders of the world, they go through so much, and they're doing it for the sake of us. Mm-hmm. So I like to not dumb it down, but just, talk about myself. When I'm going up for everybody. When I'm going down, I'm still going up for everybody. So, girl.
Yeah, we have to.
We have to. Ahsaki, where can people connect with you and your business?
Oh, goodness. Go on your phone, go on your tablet, get on the laptop, and go to the website, and that is ahshibeauty.com. That is AHSHI beauty.com. Follow us on all social media platforms. And if you like to shop at Macy's, look no further. You can shop our products at Macy's and soon at many other retailers.
Yes, I love it. Well, Ahsaki, it has been absolute a pleasure, a delight. You've dropped so many gems. I'm just over here picking them up. So thank you. And I know you've traveled so far. So please know that you are not only being just such a blessing to so many people that watch you, but to me on this platform. So thank you so much. And continue to live your best life, as I know you will.
We will.
We will.
We sisters now. We've been sisters since that fashion show, I'm telling you.
Listen, we locked eyes and that was it. We locked in. So seriously, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much. There you have it. You have just heard Ahsaki deliver just some gems, literally gems. Listen, do not miss out on any products that she releases. Head over either to AshiBeauty.com and get your products, or Macy's.com to get your products. And if you love content like this, anything that I'm dropping can be found on shetalkslife.org/magazine. shetalkslife.org/magazine. And listen, lastly, but certainly not least, I have to give a huge shout out to Edom Visuals for coming together with us and helping to produce this amazing spot. So if you need space to do an interview in or a podcast studio, check out edomvisuals.com. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you later. Until next time. I think we're okay.
You want to do your outro, right? You want to do your outro. You need your outro.
He's like, you need your
And then
outro.
I'll switch to the other outfit.
You need your intro.
Yeah, I do need to do. Yeah,
So
so
you
yeah,
guys
we
like
can do that.
Right now?
Do you want me to ask you any more
No,
questions?
I think I'm good. Do you still need the products?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I
So
can switch.
products.
Yeah, you could do your intro, outro, and
That's
I'll get
perfect.
out my outfit, and then we'll do the products.
Yes.
Okay,
So
okay.
she has products we're gonna take a look at. So she's gonna change. I'll do my intro, outro, and then when she comes back, just let us know where you want us to sit,
Okay.
and we'll look at the products. Yes.
We did that.
Very good,
We
girl.
did that.
Yes. I love it. So good. Dad, what did you think?
I'll put you on the workout.
Yes.
Would.
Oh my gosh, I should have. And normally I wear workout clothes like when I'm coming in because I don't, obviously wear my clothes. But today I didn't even do that. So that's a bummer.
It's okay. We'll catch you.
Yes.
He will too. And I think he lying.
Right. He's like, I got you.
We've been working at that since we were young. And I'm like, Dad.
Girl, it shows. I'm over here like I wish.
My snapback baby be right when I pop these babies out. You can put me on that thing
You
too.
listen, I see pregnant women working out.
Right? I'm not doing
I'm
that.
like,
I'm not doing that.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Bro, I'm not doing that. They be lifting and all that. I'm like, and running. I'm like, I'm gonna be fat.
is the baby okay though? Like,
I'm gonna be fat and resting my
and
nose.
proud.
Exactly. Harassing my husband even more. Like, babe, go get that.
I need some chocolate. That's me. I
Exactly.
need some chocolate.
That's me. Or because when I had like 10 miscarriages.
Mm.
Girl, yes, I went through it. Then,
Oh my goodness.
I would have like
I'm
the
so
worst
sorry.
morning sickness or something.
Yeah.
How old are you, Ahsaki?
32.
We're almost the same age. I'm 34.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop them out by like 35, I think. Just,
Yes, you
know,
are.
we'll see.
Absolutely.
But I think it's just me. I be moving on too much. My mom be like, sit your ass down. I'm like, no, I got stuff to do.
You know what? Get you about a 6-month time frame where you can literally just be in the zone. Because I'm listen, I was when I graduated college 2013, and I immediately got a job at Fox 10 here. And that job was so stressful, but because it was my first job out of college, it was prestigious, as some would say. I miscarried when I was there. I was under so much stress, but I didn't know it. It was my body like, girl, like you need to.
You want me to do what I need to do?
Yeah,
take care of
and
the
do
baby?
this.
You crazy?
Literally, so the moment I found out I was pregnant, again, I had to leave, girl. I straight up had to leave and just, and I'm saying this and I still have to do it. Like, the moment I get my brain in, like, okay, I'm gonna be a mom, like, it requires so much out of you that I'm like, I have to, just for a little bit, just to give a break. If anything, for your mind, the mental clarity.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, I want.
Yes, girl.
I'm a year vacation.
For real.
I could afford one of those.
You can, you will, you shall.
I see.
What do you say?
There ain't no such thing as a vacation. See, I told you. It's right here.
You know, you can still be on the computer, but
Yeah. I'm never off.
Hey, do me a favor. Will you
Yes, sir.
real quick?
Can I what? I'm sorry.
Do you have a seat?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I am never off. I don't know what off is.
Right.
I'm serious.
No,
There's no off button.
I'm with you. That's why when the thing happened with my son, I had to readjust my priorities. It wasn't that, I wasn't, it's not that I'm not, moving forward. I just had to make sure that what I wanted to do, like, that's where I was putting most of my focus on. Whereas before, I think I was a little bit more scatterbrained. But yeah.
She got it.
Oh, you talking about me or Ahsaki?
Ahsaki, I'll get it.
We're just gonna switch to your transmission on the transmitter real quick.
Oh,
Yep, she got it.
you want me to go ask her? Oh, yeah.